Well, folks, my daughter Emily and myself went fishing, as we can show you the video of some of the stuff we caught, some of the stuff we kept, some of the stuff we threw away. Well, here today I'm going to show you how I clean my fish. As you can see, this is a freshly cleaned catfish. Now, folks, I want to tell you a myth. I've heard so many people say you bleed a catfish out and it'll make it a better catfish, tasting catfish. First place, it's inhumane. Second place, it's just a old wives' tale. It ain't true. If you want this fish to be the best tasting fish, they have a piece of side meat down this lateral line that's dark. That dark meat, it tastes like muddy crawdads. But on a big catfish like a flathead, you'll have red meat all over, not just this lateral line. And that's the one they always like to bleed out. You just got to take all the red meat off of it. And it's very thin. You got to have a really sharp knife. But you cut that red meat, throw it away. It'd be the best eating catfish you ever ate. I clean them as we catch them. That way I don't have to wait and clean them when I get home. I clean them and I put them in on ice water. They stay fresh all day. I had a neighbor one time invited me down, and he let them bleed, cut their tails off. It tastes like muddy crawfish for me. There's pieces in there that just taste nasty. But I'll show you what you need to get rid of so it don't taste nasty. When I'm fishing, I always skin my fish in the boat, so I don't have to bring them home late at night or late in the evening and mess with them. So I skin them all, and the next day, then I go ahead and cut them up. So you got to clean them up a little more and stuff. But at least I'm not give out. I'm not tired. So this is how I do my fish. I do some of the bigger fish one way and my smaller fish another way. So come along and I'll show you. Bigger fish, you start cutting, and you keep cutting down through here. This is the belly meat here. I like to cut this again because it'll roll up on you. So I split that again. I'll cut this one off, cut him again. Otherwise it'll roll up into a ball like that. So if you cut it, it won't. But you get this cut off of here, and then once you get down past the rib cage, you just flay it off like this. This is not going to be a long video. It's just going to be what I show you what I do. Now right here is the lateral line on a fish. I'll cut this again. You see that meat? That dark meat? That's nasty meat. So what I do, I go down like this on an angle, because it's like a triangle. Let me go all the way down through. And that's the piece I throw away. You see how that's a lateral line? That's no good. If the meat's a little red, that's fine. But this here is what they call a mud streak. What we always call a mud streak. So you go down on an angle. It gets whiter as it goes towards the head. And that's what you got. That nasty meat. You throw that away. Now, I want to show you something else. Put this aside. I want to show you how I do my smaller catfish. On these smaller ones, I go right behind the rib cage, and I just flay these out. Because I got little kids that eat catfish, and you don't want no bones in there. And I'll do the same thing with these. Cut that out. The smaller the catfish, the less waste you have on this. Because you can see, it's not very big at all. So, and if you get smaller than these, you don't even have to worry about the mud streak. The bigger the catfish, the worse the mud streak. That I guarantee you. But on these, when I do this, then I take a big knife, because I like the bones in my catfish. A lot of people don't, I do. And I want to show you something. These I got to clean a little better. But you can see you can see, you see that triangle piece of meat right there? That tastes like muddy crawdads. All I do is I leave the bone in, I just take that out like that on both sides. I get rid of that. And that gets rid of all the meat, all the nasty tasting meat in a catfish. Now if you catch big flatheads, you can have red meat on their sides and towards your tail and all that, so you get rid of every bit of that. You get rid of every bit of the dark meat on a fish. It's just like sheephead. A lot of people don't eat them. They taste muddy. You take all the dark meat out of them, and you'll be surprised if they don't taste a lot like a crappie. This is the stuff you throw away that looks nasty, not these. Clean it all up. Well, here's your good fillets here. You have no dark meat in them. And that would be the best catfish you ever ate. You got to get rid of the dark meat, because all the blood comes out in the water when you soak them anyway. When you throw all these in the water, in fact, let me show you the water. Water since yesterday. And when I'm all done with these fish, I'll put them in clean water again. All your blood rinses out in the water. You don't have to cut their tail off and let them bleed. Like I said before, on these smaller catfish, you don't have to worry about a mud streak. When you start getting them up 2, 3, 4 pounds, you do. So watch this here. I'm just going to go like this, flay them down. And there just is no mud streak in them. So that's why I like to catch little catfish. The little ones have that. So all the little kids got nice fillets, no bones. But myself, I like the bones in them, so I leave the bones in them for me. Just like that. Throw them in there. Now, as you can see, this fish, it has no blood in it. All I did was put it in some water overnight, and then I'm going to rinse it one more time, and it's good to go. And I know I'll probably catch some flack over saying cutting their tail off, letting them all bleed out makes them better. In my opinion, no, it don't. But you take all the red meat out, you have good fish. So keep fishing, keep cleaning, and thank you very much for joining with us, and may God bless all of you, and just keep traveling along with us. Thank you.